Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your Cosmic Catch-Up for week commencing the 14th of July. So to paint a picture, we are entering the last week of Cancer season. So maybe make sure you really enjoy that. If you haven't really slowed down, it's a great opportunity for you to do two things in Cancer. One is to nurture yourself. So really look at what self-care do you need, where do you need to slow down and be there for yourself. And secondly, to do things to care for other people. So keep that in mind this week. Try to hit both sides of the coins to really enjoy, because next week we are moving into Leo season, which will be a different pace. And also Mars is still in Virgo, which means we're getting great energy to look into the details every day and be really organized, but also getting lots done. So those two things really sound great for this week. Now, two other things happening this week, and the theme is retrograde. And some of you might be like, oh no, but don't despair. It's not that bad, retrograde, but we have two planets moving retrograde. Actually, yesterday, Saturn went retrograde in Aries, and on Friday, we have Mercury going retrograde. Okay, let me start with Saturn first. So Saturn moves quite slowly. It's an outer planet. You are not going to feel it greatly, but it's more over a long period of time. So Saturn entered Aries in April and has been journeying there, and that has brought new things to our awareness about who we wanted to become, especially when I was together with Neptune. Now they are both going backwards, and over time, they will go back into their old sign in Pisces, but we're not there yet. So for now, we're still in Aries, and they are going what we call backwards. For all of you who don't know what retrogrades are, planets are never going backwards. That is not possible. But what's happening is they are slowing down. You know, it's like when you are sitting on a train that is running. If you cross another train that is going slower than you, it will appear to be moving backwards. It's exactly what's happening. So Saturn is slowing down. And that is an opportunity for us to rethink what's been happening. It's an opportunity for us to kind of catch our breath, reassess, and focus inwards. So it's a great time for introspection. To be totally concrete, you will probably have seen the emergence of new things in your life in terms of where you want to get to, who you want to become since April, roughly. New ideas, a new identity maybe starting to form, with you getting clues as to what and who you want to become. I hope this makes sense. So this retrograde now is inviting you to kind of pause and start reassessing those things that have come through before you move forward and actually do it. It's an opportunity to stop, take a bit of stock, and go, okay, how realistic is this? What else do I need? Like, how organized, how ready am I? Do I need other things in place here? It's about thinking before you are really fully pressing play with something. So take that time, sit with whatever questions come to you or thoughts inside about what else do you need to be fully ready for that. So that's Saturn retrograde. And then on Friday, we have Mercury going retrograde. This happens 3 to 4 times a year. It's quite normal, and it's not as bad as some of the social media might make it believe to you. It's, again, an opportunity for us to catch up on our thinking. So Mercury is the planet of the mind and communications and transport. So normally, when it's moving really fast, it's really giving a lot of energy to all of that, to our minds and also to the mind of the world, if you like, transport and telecommunication and technology, right? So when it's going retrograde, it's slowing down, and a lot of that energy that is in the external world goes more internal. Therefore, that is why Mercury retrograde has a reputation of being a bit chaotic. But it's just that the energy is redirected. So it is true. Mercury retrogrades always bring a little bit of chaos in terms of technology, transport, telecommunication. So from this Friday, you may see an increase in delays, in cancellation, things moving around, appointment, things in the diary, all those things linked to communication and transport and technology. So my advice is to back things up and to back yourself up. Back up. So back yourself up by allowing extra time, especially if you're catching public transport or a plane. Like I'm flying out on Friday. I'm really gonna allow extra time, right? It doesn't mean stay home and do nothing, but just allow for a little bit more time. Imagine it's like the world is operating on a slower battery level, okay? And if things take a bit of time, don't get frustrated. That is the trap I used to fall into. Now that I know better, being an astrologer, when it's Mercury retrograde, when things start stuffing up around me, I'm just smiling. I'm like, but of course, right? And actually, I find things are much easier that way. So take it with a bit of humor and be like, oh, here we go. So if people cancel on you or things moving around, plans not being set clearly, that is normal. And that will go on until the 11th of August. But also, every retrograde brings gifts in terms of the energy and where Mercury is retrograding into. So it's retrograding into Leo from the 15th degree to the 4th degree. So look what house that is for you, because that will give some clues as to that is the area of your life where you get a chance to rethink things. This is an opportunity, retrograde, okay? There may be a little bit of chaos externally. That's impractical. But that gives us a window to rethink, to reassess, to do something over. And that is great, my friends. So in particular, it's in Leo. So a great theme of it is creative work. So if you've got a project sitting there that you haven't finished or you may have abandoned, this is a great time to get back to it and to relook at it and to complete it. Anything artistic as well. Or any storytelling activity, you'll be particularly supported with a retrograde in Leo. Leo is also a sign to do with romance. So a great time to ask yourself in that area of your life, how's it going for you? Are you getting your needs met? Are you getting the attention that you want? Are you broadcasting the confidence as well that you want in your relationships, but also in general in your life? So this is also a great time to rethink how you're having fun and how much fun you're having in your life. So keep those themes in mind: creativity, fun, and romance. This is a chance to do things over a little bit and check what's working, what's not. And then when Mercury moves direct, you can implement those things again. I will say a little watch out. It could be you, but it could be other people. Mercury retrograde in Leo can make people be a little bit of show-offs, potentially like focusing too much on themselves or having a hard time admitting that they are wrong. And it's also a time where people can be a little like arrogant with the choices and the risk that they take. So I would recommend to slow it down with that and not take too many risks. All right, so that is happening from Friday, and you will notice it if you are tuned in or if Mercury is an important planet in your chart. You will feel that, mentally it's just not as clear as what it used to be, but it's because then you can use that time to kind of stop and look at what you're doing and just focus on that and finish that off. I will also say, make sure you double check everything if you have to sign contracts or make big purchases. If you're sending important emails, those kind of big things, you can still do them, but just apply yourself twice, apply a double amount of energy. All right, my friends. So I'm going to wish you a good retrograding sort of week where you're just taking time to slow down a little bit in terms of the external world. You are still going to nurture yourself. Remember, it's still Cancer season. And you're going to start reflecting on what's currently on your plate, what's been coming up, and if there's anything that requires completion in your life. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. I will speak to you next week. Bye.